It's actually been 4 full months since I played this game, and I checked up on my previous videos to find that I didn't finish it for whatever reason. I love horror games, and now I'm back to continue the series. Somebody actually commented on one of my videos that was just the previous one before this one, the very last one of my series, asking some questions about the game, and so now I'm deciding to continue on from where I left off after watching my own series on it. Hooray! Leave a like for the continuation, and make sure if you're interested in horror games to subscribe to the channel. Alright, let's continue. A rusted, blood-soaked nail puller is sitting on top of the desk. Take it? And we're going to take it. Found in classroom 4A, it's a plain rusted nail puller made from iron. So, in the last video that I did on the channel, we actually interacted with the ghost that was here. So if you want to see that, make sure to check the previous video. Anyway, now that we have the nail puller, let's head on out. I haven't looked at what to do with any of these items, so this is going to be stuff that's all new to me, still. I don't want to look for an instruction manual on how to get the endings until I'm actually stuck. So I'm gonna try to kind of just wander through things on my own. It won't open. It won't open. Okay. Notes. There's a hastily written note in the ground. Its writers seemingly seem to have struggled with it, as its lettering is inconsistent and difficult to read. Why, sister? It hurts. It hurts. After I die, the pain will continue forever. No. No, no, no.
姉様、
Sister, you lied to me.
私を
You're going
置
to
いて
leave
い
me
くのですね。
behind, aren't you?
許さない。
I will never forgive you.
憎い。
I hate you, sister.
痛いよ。
It hurts. Okay then. Well, I don't remember that. The custodian's closet is locked. There's an erratic noise, like that of a static television coming from within. Okay then. I have no idea where to use the nail puller, if I had to be honest, so I'm gonna have to be doing a bit of exploring to kind of figure it out. There are decaying skeletal remains here, about the size of a middle school student. They're in the process of slowly drying and whitening, creating an almost overpowering stench in the hallway. Any clothing the deceased had been wearing is long gone, so there are no means of readily identifying the gender on sight. Fortunately, there's a student ID tag next to the body. I forgot, we can collect ID tags to read more about students in a menu. Victim Memoirs 1 out of 5. I ate my friend today. What else was I supposed to do? I was starving. We, we both were. There's no food here, so we decided together that one of us should try to live a little bit longer. If I ever get home, I'm supposed to tell all the people waiting for us what happened. We left it up to a game of paper, scissors, rock. Rock, paper, scissors? Loser eats winner. And I lost. I felt her blood going down my throat, quenching my thirst, and her meat was supple and satisfying. But that blood and meat was once my friend. Up until a few hours ago, I'd been talking with her. As I feasted, I kept thinking, this food used to be a person, but I tore it apart. It all worked together to sustain a life. And every time I thought about that, I just started crying. I couldn't stop. I wanted some part of her to be with me, even after she died, so I decided to keep one of her eyeballs. And I thought maybe I should write all of this down to help preserve some small portion of my sanity. So it's a her. I think we read that note in one of my previous live streams on this game. Basement. The door has been nailed shut and is unlikely to be opened. Do not allow any person to enter. Takamin Yanagbori, principal of Tenjin Elementary School. So I can't even... Can I use the nail puller? Do I have to use it as an actual item for my inventory? No. It'll probably use automatically. If I can use it, right? So I guess if that's the case, I need to go back. Yeah. So let's go back this way. Lots of skeletons. Do they all have name tags? Judging by the size, these appear to be the remains of a junior or senior high school student. Closer inspection reveals a name tag. Just in case I didn't inspect them before.
どうしたんだよ。
What is it?
おい、篠崎、どこ行くんだよ。
Where are you going?
どうしちまったんだよ。
What the hell was all that about? A possession? Maybe? I don't know, I'm as lost as you are.
おい、篠崎、お前何やって。
There you are. What are you do?
誰もそんなこと言っていない。
No one is saying that.
今日は娘の誕生日なの
Today
で
is my
7
daughter's
月になったお
birthday.
祝いに
She's turning 7. We're going out together to celebrate.
お前の
What are you doing? That's disgusting.
どうして一緒にこっち
Why
を
are
見
you
る
both looking at me like that? Hey,
あれどうしたの
what's wrong?
いや、
You
なんか
were
お前
saying
変なこと
something
を
pretty weird
喋ってたぞ。
just now.
覚えてないのか。
Was she not aware?
この状況でのプレッシャーのせいか。
Must be the pressure. Her
マ
nerves
ジで
are
神経が参
probably
ってるんだ。
shot all to hell
篠崎。
by now.
いや、
Never mind.
気のせいかも。俺
Probably
の。
just my imagination.
気にす
Don't
んなよ。
worry about it. What's the note say that was next to her? Each time you turn around, stop for a moment and ask yourself, is the world behind your back still there? Well, my background can be seen as a constant, so I'm gonna guess so, but if a tree falls in the forest, does it make a sound? Can I... Huh?
なんだ。
What's going on? It's pitch
真っ
black.
暗だ。
Another ending is what's going on. A wrong end.
篠崎。ゆい
Miss
先
Lee?
生。
Satoshi?
サトシ。
Is anyone there?
なんだよ。ここど
Man,
こだ。
where the hell am I? Was I dreaming or something? I can't move.
体
Feels
動かない
like
し。
walls all around me. Am I in a hole or something?
おいっと。
What the?
なんだ。
Who's...
おい。
Stop!
やめろ。
Dirt and gravel from above?
やめろ。何してんだ。
The hell?
ミルキャ
I'm alive down here.
ー。
You planning to suffocate me? That's exactly what they're planning on doing.
口の中に
My
詰まり
mouth
出し
is
た。
getting totally filled up. Screw up. I
息が
can't
でき
believe.
ね
Am I going to
え
die like
死ぬ
this?
のか死ぬ
Why?
誰が
Who would? This can't be
嘘だ
happening.
冗談じゃねえ
This isn't
やめ
funny.
ろ
Stop it. My eyes are really hurting. So, I'll hold my thought for a moment. So yes, that is a wrong end. If we go to chapter 2 for my endings list, that's actually one that we've gotten before. It doesn't unlock a new one. Interestingly enough, we obtained it differently, though. So, we can go back to the resume point. I'm going to skip through some dialogue this time around since I should have made a quick save before I just went into things like that. I'm going to skip over the dialogue that we were previously already viewing, and we'll get back to the point where we can continue. So, the person right there is the person who also buried us, which we obtained a similar scenario when we talked to them, but it's a little different. So if you haven't seen that, still recommend checking it out and leaving a like in this video. So we obtained the strange phenomenon which Ayumi by going down here. Obviously, there's probably a different ending for leaving her there and not going after her, but I want to keep her with me this time around. So we're gonna go back down here and retrieve her. Okay, so let's make a quick save here. No, I don't want to exit. I want to temp save. So this time we want to avoid... Oh, that's strange. So seemingly it auto-locks us into this
何してんだ
if
見る気
we go and get her. Is that what's going on here? Resume. Can I not resume from my temp save? I can. Okay. Unless I'm just doing something incorrectly. Yeah, because you don't even step towards it and it pulls you back. It might be a scenario where I'm just locked in, but they are creating like red marks as I try to escape, so it might be just tricky. I'm not really sure. Okay, so you can't avoid it. Good. I was hoping so. So candles allow me to make real saves, so let's make probably a real save. Grassroom 2A was the last save. I'm gonna make a new save. There. Just in case. Bucket. There's a strange yellow fluid congealing inside the rusted bucket. I don't know why we have the nail puller if we weren't going to use it on that other door. There's an item over there, but I don't know how to get to it. Anything on this side? Not as far as I see. The roof, maybe? The West Hall. Something doesn't want me to go in there. Yeah, I can't enter. It prevents me. What's in here? Just a side area. And a dead end. So where was I supposed to actually use the nail puller? Little bit lost. Let's load back so we don't have to walk through all the screens again. We'll just hit the resume. Where's my other save? That's strange. Okay, well, what can you do? Oh, I was supposed to go back. It's that ghost from before. It left the classroom. Don't let it touch you. Can I go? The front entranceway might as well be painted on. It's neither opening nor giving any hints that it will ever open. So was I supposed to go back to the area where it was at, maybe? The ghost? Because that was over here. It seemingly didn't leave an item behind or anything. So, probably not then, I guess. Wish I knew what it wanted me to do. The ghost follows me. I can lead it around, seemingly. I'm gonna look into what to do. I don't want this video to get boring with me wandering around unknowingly. Evidently, I can use it on a cabinet somewhere. Which I wasn't trying that. I thought that we were supposed to use the nail puller on a door. But evidently that's not the case. It says to go to a place called the Infirmary. Which I'm guessing is probably back. That leads up. Do I want to go up? I probably do. So the only cabinet that I remember seeing was back this way. I think it's on the other side. Cabinet? Yeah. It's not that one. As far as I remember, the roof doesn't let you have anything. Cabinet? Looking closely, there are an excessive number of bugs, excitedly scampering all over. The sight alone is enough to make your skin crawl. Unhelpful, but detailed at least. Can't go that way. Up here there was just a room I couldn't enter, right? I wish there was a map to look at for this game. But I could see why there wouldn't be. The reason why I'm going back down and playing the cutscene is because he gets further away when you do that. The ghost does. As opposed to being right next to you. Makes it a little easier to escape. So that's the room that he was in. We have the custodian closet it won't let me open. These are... affixed to the wall like a model. See, I would be trying to pry open these doors. This is the static room. Dead end over here. My confusion is about where the infirmary is at, because that's where I definitely need to go. I just don't know how to get there. Is there a possibility it was up there on the other level I thought was empty? So not there. Is it here? A crude picture, seemingly drawn by a child, adorns one of the shelves. Four children are around an adult and merrily stabbing him to death. That's fun. Rows of dead bugs are arranged on the shelf. I don't see anywhere to go.
冗談。
I wish I knew. Need more information on it. So, it looks like you actually need to separate from Naomi and then get the nail puller. But is there anything to actually do with her? I'm really confused now. It says it's used to break open doors. It says it's used on classroom 1A. Does it give me anything when I enter? Okay, so this is classroom 2A, so it should be around here, right? What is this room? Classroom 1A. So, like, behind the cabinet? Does it want me to use it on the door? It does. That's so dumb. That took me a ridiculous amount of time to figure out because it's dumb. The door is nailed shut. The nails are hammered in tight. It's not going to open through any normal means. Use the nail puller? Yes. Although successful in loosening every nail and opening the door, the rest of the nail puller broke apart in the process. Okay. There's a piece of scrap paper pinned to the wall. You notice dark spots dotting the page and realize they're tear stains. Tear stains. Those who choose to ignore the darkness that dwells in the hearts of man may be stuck forever in a loop. For in this world, there are some truths that simply must be known, no matter how disturbing. But curiosity can be deadly, and other truths are best left untold. Beware the messages of the dead, for there be curses among them, curses that can crush even the smallest wills, demolishing all semblance of reason. If you wish to protect your sanity, take heed. Do not let your curiosity get the better of you. Do not read the victim memoirs to their conclusion. Which we kind of figured that out when we did that in the first chapter. It appears to be a control mechanism of some sort, of elaborate pulley systems rigged up with a network of finely virtually transparent threads. There's a lever jutting out from one side. Pull it? Yeah, sure. Okay, I know where that is. So now that I have a clear pathway, it'll be easier to proceed. So that's actually where the ghost boy started, before he was patrolling the hallway, which is where I thought I originally had to go. Should probably save. It seems the game prefers temp saves over real saves, which is a really strange way to go about it. I don't want to get stuck by the ghost. Okay, let's see what the other lever does. We should probably make a temp save, maybe. No, I don't wish to exit. Thank you, game. Just in case. It appears to be a control mechanism. Pull the lever. Okay, so we're magically fixing pathways. Who knows where that was, though. Okay. So it was probably back in the main hall, right? And it's really pursuing us now. Which means that it will probably catch us. This is probably a wrong end scenario, but oh well. I'd rather find out what happens anyway. So... did it seal, like, a crack over here? Or where did it seal the crack to? Well, it's not there. Wish I had a better indication of where these things were happening. It's not up here. So I guess it's back in that area that I started at somewhere. This game has its moments of really, really quiet with nothing else. Also, it's really difficult to get past this ghost when it's on just like a straight and narrow pathway. It was right here. Note. The cursed writings left behind by those lost all reason. The cursed writings left behind those who lost all reason must be read in proper order. If one part is skipped, the next will never appear. I'm actually gonna take a picture of this. I had somebody in my comments section ask about this. They couldn't find one of the notes, and this is the direct reason why they couldn't find it. Anyway, if you insist upon reading such dangerous words too, I pray you have a strong will and a sturdy mind. What's the point of this? Oh. That makes more sense.
なんだ休むか
What's wrong? You need to stop for a minute?
うん。
No, I
ここ
just
に
thought
も
this
ろう
seemed
そく
like a
置い
good
とくの。
spot for another candle.
いいでしょ。
No objections, I assume?
ああ
Go ahead. Okay. I guess I might as well save. Sure. The infirmary. So, nothing. This is where the Chapter 1 people stopped. So, are we trying to meet back up? Assumably not. I don't really think that that's possible. I talked about originally when I was playing this that the first thing that I watched the anime first, so I have kind of an idea of what's going on, even if the game is going to be different. Why did you stop?
男の子のトイレなんて。
It feels weird being in the boys' room. Oh, that's why.
Oh. 起きるな
Shut the goddamn door. Hey, did you hear that crazy voice?
聞こえてないけど。
I didn't hear anything, but we're definitely not alone in here.
早く。
We should leave this room right now.
おう
Okay. Can I open it again? Weird. Sure has an interesting smell. What's this?
なんだこれ
Seems stained,
な
but
ん
with
人
what?
の形に
Almost
も
looks like a person.
ここで。
Somebody died here. I can
誰か死ん
hear
でる。
her. voice. No, no, please don't.
おい、どうし...
What's wrong?
Oi!
She does know.
篠崎! 何なんだよ、くそ!
Damn it all, what the hell is going on around here? That's
大丈
interesting.
夫かよ、篠崎。
Are you alright, Shinozaki?
もっと連れてこい。
Bring me
私のために
more.
何でもしてく
You'll
れ
do
る。
whatever I ask of you.
悪気がなくても、あなたは生
I
き埋
don't
めがちです
care
の
if
です
you're
か。
innocent. You're listed as buried alive, aren't you?
私のものなんだから。
They're
あなた
mine.
なんかに渡さない。
I'm sure as hell not sharing with the likes of you.
掃除が大変だ。
Cleanup is a real pain in
恥ずかし
the
い
ass
と
too,
思
you
いなさい
know?
よ。
Have some pity.
何？
What's up? Cut the crap or fight it. No, don't exit. I can't make a quick save though, it won't let me. I'm gonna go with fight it this time. The hell? That really hurt.
信じてたのに。
I believed in you.
どうしてみんな。
Why doesn't
私の
anybody
意見を
listen to me?
なんだよ、
What the hell are you talking about?
何言ってかわかんね
I
え
don't
よ!
understand a single word you're saying. God damn it. So, she's being possessed by a spirit. It's interesting that she knew that her friend died. But I'll get into that later. That poor girl, she's lost her mind and she'll never get it back. Possession is a frightful thing to have your thoughts pushed deep down into the pit of your soul and someone else's take their place. So yes, possession. I want to make... Oof. I don't want to be trapped. I want to be careful and make attempt save here. And now I'll talk to her. Maybe? Ayumi is staring at you something. What did it say? Ayumi is staring at you as if transfixed with an unnaturally wide smile stretched across her face. So what I want to go back and see if I can look closer at the body. It might have a name tag. There's a dark stain on the floor in the shape of a person's body.
誰かいるみたいで気持ち悪いな。
It almost feels like someone's here. It's really giving me the creeps. What the hell? The stall is pitch black inside. Okay, so that's interesting.
Shinosaki.
I feel like I'm losing my
な
mind.
んでこんなことに
Why is this happening to us?
岸沼
やべ。
なんだこの煙
What's all
は
this smoke I see?
出て
Get the
こい
hell
便
out
所
of
か
that
ら
stall right this instant.
また吸ってたのか
Hitting the tobacco again, were we?
あ、そう。
Well, no, sir.
次目撃したらクビだって
Didn't
言
I
っと
warn
いた
you
よ
what would
な
happen if I caught you smoking again? Expulsion. That's what.
すいません。
I'm sorry. You're a real problem child, you know
お
that?
前さ
Why do you even come to
なんで
school in
学校
the
にい
first
るの
place?
親からも感動されて
Disowned
別
by
居
your
状態
parents,
友達
living
も
on
い
your
ない
own,
授業も
got
出
no
ん
friends, never go to class.
つまらないからと学校に
Just
八つ当
because
た
you
りさ
hate
れても
school
困るんだよ
doesn't give you the
な
right to throw fits and raise a ruckus all the time, mister.
楽しくないんだろ
You're
な
clearly
んで
not
やめ
having
ない
any
のか
fun
意
here,
味が
right?
わからん
So why don't you just drop out? I really don't get it.
その家庭環境では
It's
進
not like
学だ
you're
って考
trying
えちゃ
to
い
get
ないん
into
だろ
college. What's with your home life as it is? The thought probably hasn't even crossed your mind.
は
まあ一年のこの時点
Wish I
から
could
す
ask
で
your
に三者面
parents
談にすら
what they
顔を
think
出
of
さな
having
い
a no good kid like you in the family, but they've never once shown their faces around here.
お前んとこのご両親もどうかと
Not since
思
the
うが
very
な
first parent-teacher conferences we ever held. Wonder if they'd be embarrassed.
あ。うちの親出来
My
悪い俺
parents
の
are
こと
not
嫌
exactly
ってる
proud
か
of me, shall we
い
say.
やそれ以前の問題だろ
That's not what I
親
mean.
としての
I'm
自覚
thinking
が
of
足り
the
ん
big picture here. They're clearly just not good parents.
俺にもし子供がいたら絶対にそんなことしないよな
If I had kids of my own, you'd better believe I wouldn't be half as lax as them as yours obviously are with you.
まったく大人になり
The
きれて
problem
いない
is,
幼
people
稚な
are
親
having
が
kids when they're way too young.
一丁前に子供なんか作るか
Before they
ら
become proper adults, they're popping out babies of their own.
世の中幼稚なガキが溢れ返るんだよな
Raise bad kids. That's why there are so many brats like you in the world.
確かに
He's right about one
な。確か
thing.
に。無理
There's
にこ
no
こに居
reason
続け
for
る意味
me
は
to
ないかも
stay
な。
in this school. It's really pointless.
こいつぶん殴ってやめてやるのもいい
I
か。
should beat the crap out of this jackass, then drop out.
授業料だけ出してりゃ親だとでも思
People
って
think
ん
as
だ
long
ろ
as they pay school taxes or tuition, they're good mommies and daddies.
あの類は
Well, newsflash, they're not.
なんだその目は
What's with that look?
教師に手出すなんて初め
I've
てだ
never
な。
hit a teacher before.
ま、いい
Well,
か。
first time for everything.
坪田先生
Mr. Tatsubata.
あお
Well,
お
if
委
it
員長
isn't the class
なんだ
rep, what's up?
教頭先生がお呼びです
The vice principal is
Sugu
looking for you.
sakei
You're
室に来て
needed
くださ
back
い
at the staff room.
そうかわかっ
Gotcha. Thanks.
たん
Shinozaki,
篠崎
you've got great
お前
eyes.
の
You
目
know that?
はいつもキリッとしていて凛々しいな
Always so clear and focused.
先生お前のような子は
We
大好
instructors
きだ
like your kind best of all.
悩みがあったら何でも相談に来い
You ever have a problem, come and talk to me about it, okay? Ew,
最低の先生
that guy's the worst.
すまね
あなたも最低
You're not really any better.
今
You were thinking about hitting him just now, weren't you?
あんなダメな先生の口車に
What
乗
a
せられ
sad
て
fate it would be to get kicked out of school over a pathetic excuse for a teacher like him.
そんな結末悔しくないの
And you'd
一で
regret
も
it
思惑に
later.
乗らないよ
You
う
know
に
you would, no matter how much of a pain in the ass it may be, and no matter how much you think it'll turn out in the end.
かじりついてでも
Just
居
stay
座
in
ってやり
school,
なさ
man.
いよ
Bite your tongue and make it to graduation. Honestly,
え
why are you
What?
crying?
ごめん
Sorry.
なんか感情的に
Whenever
な
I
ると
give an impassioned speech like that, I found myself tearing up a little.
1の5の岸沼くんだっけ
You're Kishinuma from class 1-5, right?
うん。
Yeah,
私は3組の篠崎
I'm I'm Shinozaki from Class 1-3. Sorry to have butted in like that.
おお。いや。
Don't worry about it. Later.
なあ、さっき
Hey,
の
when
教
you
頭が
told
呼ん
him
でるって
the
の。
vice principal was calling,
嘘
I was
嘘
lying, of course. Okay, that was a lot of weird.
そういや、
I
あの
never
時の
actually
涙
thanked
の
her for
礼
what she did that day,
ま
for
だ言ってな
crying
い
on
な。
my behalf.
そうだよ。ここに
And I
閉じ込めら
swore
れ
to
たことが分
myself,
かった
as
時、
soon as I realized we were trapped in here,
何があってもあい
that
つを
I'd
守るって
protect her
決
no
めたじ
matter
ゃねえ
what
か。
happens. You
う
just
ん
signed her death warrant
俺の
by saying that.
何があってもが今
This must
試
be a
されて
test
ん
to
だよ。
see if I really meant that no matter what happens part.
どうしてこんなことをするの？あ
Why the hell are you doing this? Answer me.
篠崎。
Please come back to me,
戻ってきてくれ。
Shinozaki.
クラスの奴ら見つけて
We're going
全
to
員でここ
find
を出るんだ
all
ろ。
our classmates and get out of this horrible place,
お
okay?
前がそんなんじゃ
There's no reason,
意味ねえ
no
んだよ。
reason for you to stray like this. So warm. Kishinuma,
死ぬも
where? What?
篠崎、お前。
You're...
おっえいて
Ow! Is
Oh my-
it you? Are you
戻ったのか
back? Huh? What do you...
そうか。
So, what you're saying... Yeah,
さっきから目
so
に
far all
し
the
てる
corpses we found in
み
here
んな知ら
have
な
been
い人たちだっ
people
たけど
we've never met before,
さっきのはすご
but
く
that stain
身
was
近な
left
人の
behind by someone really close to
断
us,
末魔みたいな
someone
思念
whose
を浴び
mind
て
was completely filled with the pain and agony of death.
気づいたら
And the next
死
thing
ぬ
I
間
knew,
に
I was in your arms, and you were squeezing the
これ
life out of me.
あんなに拒否んなくてもいいよな。
Couldn't you just say hugging?
身近な人か。
Someone close to us. I really hope
今回
that
ばかり
just
は
this once,
外れるといいな。
your intuition is wrong,
苦しくて
but I could feel all her pain. I was freezing cold, except
焼けるよう
my
に
throat
熱く
was
て
hot. It felt like it was on fire.
失禁もしてて
And then I
真っ暗で
voided my bowels and everything went dark.
もがいても手も足もつかなく
No
て
matter how hard I struggled, my arms and legs just wouldn't
助
move.
けてって
I wanted to
声
yell
も出な
out,
かった
help me, but I had no voice.
分かったよ
I was scared, and the pain was
痛か
so
ったよ
excruciating.
篠崎、しっかりしろ。
Calm down,
お前はちゃん
Shinozaki.
と生きてる。
That wasn't you. You're still alive. I know.
てか、ユイ先生、
Well,
本当にいない
We
な。
searched the whole building, Miss Yu. Really is nowhere to be found.
一度
Maybe
戻
we
って
should
みようか
head back to the classroom.
そうするか。
Yeah, that's
サ
probably
ト
for
シ
the
たちもい
best.
ないしな。
No Satoshi or the others, though, either. Okay. So, the classroom was on the first floor. So let's head down. So we're on the second floor right now. We need to head down one more. I always hit that button first instead of the temp save button. I'm gonna temp save here and go check on that. Giddy conversation and laughter can be heard wafting out of the infirmary.
そうなの
Caillou?
そう、私もね、学校大
That's
好きなん
right.
だよ。
It's the same for me. I love my school.
鈴本さん、ダメ。
Suzumoto! Get away!
離れろ早く
You need to run. Quickly.
先生も大好きだし。
And my homeroom teacher's the
君たちと
best.
一緒
But
だ
I
ね。
guess you feel the same way about yours too, huh?
鈴本おいしっかりしろ
Snap out of it.
鈴本さん、わかる？
It's us, okay?
篠崎さん、岸沼くん。だって、さ、
Can you stand?
What's
Come on.
it?
We're right here.
大丈夫だよ。
No, I'm okay, believe it
こ
or
の子
not.
たちは悪く
These
ないよ。
really aren't bad kids.
かわいそうな子たちなの。
They've just been through some
Mite.
horrible experiences.
これ、
Here, read this and you'll see what I mean. Heavenly Post. 4 children abducted. Follow-up report. The brutal, shocking deaths of the recent kidnapped grade schoolers have now been traced back to the hands of the instructor found in the room with them. The scissors he held are confirmed to have been used to cut out the victims' tongues, ultimately leading to their death through excessive bleeding or choking. One of the victims even had the majority of her head slowly and methodically removed. This cranial mass was found on the floor next to her body. The Heavenly Host elementary students pictured here are the 4 who were found in the basement room. Of these children, one was. Investigators arrived at the scene of the crime. She was blood. The newspaper is torn at this point. At the bottom of the half of the article is missing.
新聞の写
These
真と
ghosts have the same
同じか。
faces and
同じ服
uniforms
装だ。
as the children in the photographs.
さっき1階で追いかけてきた
The
男の子
ghost
の霊も、
that was chasing
Ano
us on the
sashin no
first
ko
floor earlier is one of them too.
この子たちを
So they're
放ってお
dangerous.
けないよ。
I can't just ignore these poor souls.
私、
I'm going to stay
ここ
with
にいる。
them. That's a
ダメだ。
bad choice.
鈴本
I don't
こ
think
こ
that's
出
a
よう
good
ぜ
idea,
なあ
Suzumoto. You really need to get out of this room.
鈴本さんダメ。それ以上情
You
が
have
か
to stop this. Don't let your emotions get the better of you.
ダメよ。
No, stop.
おいおい
Hey,
どうなっ
what's
てんだ
going on?
篠崎
Damn
こい
it.
つは
What the hell
Nani
did they do? So I should probably leave the room, but instead I'm gonna attempt save and continue to interact with them.
ね
Come play. There's an anatomy diagram of the human body tagged to the wall. Looking closely, each individual organ seems to be blood-stained and swollen, as if it could burst forth with spray. Blah, as if it could burst forth and spray gore at any moment. There's an open journal and a framed picture on the desk. The journal seems almost decorative, as if it were a plastic model built into the desk. No part of it can be moved the slightest bit. I'm supposed to leave? I can't interact with them. I guess I'm supposed to leave, right? I'm so cold. I feel like I'm
触
freezing.
ることができないんじゃ
We can't
引っ
even
張り出
touch
すことも
her,
できね
much less get her down.
え
So
どうす
what
り
the
ゃいい
hell
ん
do
だ
we do?
なんとか
I don't know, but we have to do something. We have to.
お前鼻
Your
血出てる
nose
ぞ
is bleeding. What?
言わないでよ
Don't tell me that.
そういう
Jeez,
の
you're so blunt about it too.
なんだよ教
Would
え
you
ずに
prefer
ほ
I
っ
just
とこう
didn't
が
say
ひでえじゃんか
anything
よ
and let it drip?
こんにちは
Hello?
なんだこいつ
She's got eyes
Mega shinda
like a dead
sakana
fish. I don't know. She looks relatively normal compared to you guys.
あなた方はここに閉じ込められたばかりな
You
ので
just
すね
arrived at the school, have you not?
そうだけど
That's right.
あんたも
You
か
brought here against your will too.
見たこと
I
ない
can't say I
制服だ
recognize your uniform.
私は
Actually, I
とっ
died
く
here
にこ
quite
こ
a
で死
while
んでいま
ago.
す大事な人を探しに
I came in search of
ここへ来
someone
ました
very important to me, you see?
あなたは
Your name
もしか
wouldn't
して
happen to be
ナホさ
Naho,
ん
would it?
はい
It is.
誰だ一体
Who's that?
女子高生霊能師のさ
High
えのき
school
なほさん
paranormalist Naho Seinoki.
あれ
I think she was
去年
one.
何か賞を取って
She was on
テレビに出て
TV
た小
receiving
説家
some
の
kind of award last year. She's an author, right?
霊能相談や心霊情
She's
報のホ
also
ームペ
pretty
ージ
well
もす
known
ごく
for
有名なんだ
communing with spirits and has a popular homepage with lots of information on paranormal studies and occultism.
いつ
I'm
も
a big fan
サ
of
イト見
yours,
てました
Mrs. Sonoki.
なほさ
I'm on your website all the time.
んありがとう
That's very
もう
flattering,
更新なん
though
て
I'm
できま
afraid
せ
you
んけれ
won't
ど
be seeing any more updates from me.
幸せの幸子さんのおまじないが載っ
Your
てから
last posting was about Sachiko, Ever After Charm.
更新が止まっていたから
I've been
心
wondering
配してい
what
たんですけ
happened
ど
since then. Isn't that what they claimed that they did? And that was the last thing they did, and that was the last thing she posted. So she did it, ended up here, and died, and now they're here doing the same.
こんなことに
I never imagined it was anything like this, though.
なあちょっと
Hey, sorry to interrupt,
さっき人を探しにここへ
but
来た
did
って
you say
言っ
you
たな
came here in search of someone?
はい
Yes.
自分から来たのかてか
So you came
来
here
る
of your
方法
own
があるのか
volition, on
ここに
purpose. There's a way to do that?
それは
He's
ご
putting
め
it
んな
together.
さい言えま
That's
せん
not something I can talk about, I'm sorry.
え
What?
それよりお友
The
達
greater
が大
concern
変
right
なこ
now
とに
is your friend.
そうなんです
That's right. Do you have any
どうし
idea
たら
what
い
we
いの
can do
か
to save her?
私はここで死ぬ前に
Before I died
脱出
here,
を試みて
I
この
searched
学校を
high
必死
and
に調
low
べま
for
した
any means of escape.
どうやらこの異空間
In the process,
天神小
I
学
learned
校を
that
形
these
成して
host
いるのは
spaces were given the form of Heavenly Host Elementary School through the sorrow and agony of its victims.
私たちの時代から30年前に起こ
Victims
っ
of
た
an
事件
incident that occurred 30 years before our time.
児童4名連続
Four
誘拐
children
殺害事件で
kidnapped with broken
Zansatsareta
bodies later found in this
子供たちの霊。
very building. Those children are the ones giving shape to this nexus.
さっきの新聞記事に写
The
真
four
付きで載っ
kids
てたよね
pictured in that newspaper article.
多分
It sure does
そうだね。
seem like it.
私は途中力尽きて
Unfortunately, this
叶い
place
ませ
took
んで
its
した
toll
が
on me, and I died before I was able to make my escape.
あの子たちの霊を
But the
安
key
息に
seems
弔
to
ってあ
lie
げ
with
れば
those
あ
children.
るいは
If they can be put to rest, there just might be a way out of
多
here.
重次元の異空間も崩壊し
Without all that sorrow and agony to sustain them, their closed spaces would start to break down.
私たちへの無用な虐待もやめて
All this pointless
解放してくれ
suffering
る
would
かも。
come to an end, and we'd be released from this hell.
そう思うのです
That's my theory, anyway.
安息に弔うったって
Yeah,
どうす
but
ればいい
put
ん
them
だ
to rest? How the hell would we do that?
欠かせないのはもちろん
Give them closure, of
殺
course.
害犯人の
What they
懺悔
lack
で
is
しょう
any
ね。
remorse or regret from the one who killed them.
殺害犯も
The one who killed them. Are you saying
この校舎に
the murderer is here in the school? Yes. Seriously? How are we supposed to get someone like that to express remorse?
俺らに何ができんだ
Where
よ。
would we even begin?
急いで保健室の霊2人を
You
何
need
と
to
かし
do
ないと
whatever you can to do it quickly. If you don't, those two spirits are going to hurt your friend.
わ
We
かりまし
will.
た。
We'll
と
think
にか
of
く
something. I
そ
guess
いつを探してみま
the
す。
first order of business is actually finding the killer.
おい待てよ篠崎。
Hold up. I don't
作家か霊能しか
know
知ら
much
ねえけど
about you as an
信じてみる
author
よ。
or a paranormal researcher, but I'm going to take your word anyway.
ああ何でもありがたい。
Right now, I'm just grateful for any lead at all, so thank you. Okay. So... They...
おい大丈夫か。
Are you alright? Yeah, I thought I was going to throw up, but I didn't. What I was going to say, I'm gonna just kinda... little side section here. The anime did things quite differently with that portion of the story, so it's kind of cool to get some more details and see how things kind of went into it. Sadly, I didn't see an English version of the anime or a dubbed over version, but I did read subtitles and watch it through and listen to the Japanese voices, kind of like I'm doing here. But yeah, it's cool to see that it's different and more thoroughly explained.
平気に振る舞ってるけど
She's acting normally, but I
プレッ
don't
シャー
know.
で
I
ボロ
think
ボロ
she's
じゃねえ
starting
か。
to snap under the pressure.
早く出してやらねえと
She
こい
needs
つも
to
や
get
ばい
out
ぞ。
of this school, or she could be
出口
in real trouble.
出口はねえの
Why is
か。
there no exit? So, that led me down, but I want to go back up. She's gone. So let's go with the original plan that they had and go back to the classroom where we started. That's probably what it wants me to do. I wish I could look more thoroughly at the newspaper. I'd like to see the newspaper clipping up close. Like, as a whole. Because it doesn't look like it says all the things that they described. It does show the pictures of the kindergarten students. They look older than kindergarten, I think. But... oh, I'm still being chased by you? Hi. So the original classroom was downstairs, so if it wants me to go there, I need to go this way. And this should lead me to floor 1. It does. And the original classroom is right here. Unless it wants me to be on the other side, maybe? That was the plan, wasn't it? To go back to the original classroom? Now is the plan to try and help their friend, or... so what happens if I pull the mechanism again? Can I? It's stuck and won't budge, so no, I can't. I don't think I unlocked any new places unless I'm supposed to be still on the floor where... I'm gonna guess I'm still supposed to be on the floor with our friend Mayu. It's weird that Satoshi went, not Satoshi, Ayumi went downstairs, which is why I thought I was supposed to be going that way. But I don't know, there isn't much direction in this game whatsoever. So I can go up further. Should I just go back into the room with the ghosts? No, it doesn't do anything. I'm surprised there isn't a bad end for trying to interact with them when they're in that whole hover state thing. It seems like if you would interact with them a couple times that something negative should happen. But I guess they're saving that. I'm gonna see what I have to do, because I don't want to wander around endlessly forever. So... go all the way back to the main bridge on floor 2, west stairs. It looks like that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, probably. So, corpse. Is there a name tag? Yep.
No.
Did you hear that voice just
聞こ
now?
えた。
Yeah, I heard it. I wonder what
命を
happened
落
to
とす
him.
とき、
I get the feeling he was surprised.
すご
I
く
think he died quickly and suddenly. So where is this? This is the east hall of the 3rd floor. But I need to go to the main bridge on the 2nd floor. So I need to go down, I think. Can't go that way. So down was the right way then. A little more direction in this game would help a whole lot. I think I probably said that before, but I really do feel that way. So, East Hall, but we need to go to West. So, I just walked through the ghost. That was dangerous. It should have killed me. This should be the West Hall, maybe? It doesn't tell me until I'm through to the next area. So yeah, this is 2F West Hall. And I need to... West Stairs. Main bridge, 2F West Stairs. So, stairs. Stairs? Yeah, okay. There's a severed head of an old-fashioned festival doll lying on the ground here. Pick it up? Yes. Thoughts begin to echo in your mind, seemingly from the doll. Somehow or another, it's found its way to communicate its sole desire.
なんだ
What the?
この
I
声
hear a voice.
体を
Return my body. An old stained head from an antique Japanese festival doll. So, it says to go to the West Hall on the first floor. Um, yeah, West Hall on the first floor main building. So I think that's where I'm at, right? So this is the first floor, isn't it? No, this is the second floor. So going down should go to the first floor then, so this way. Yeah, West Hall. It says to go right up, then all the way right. The ghost. No, I cannot be caught by this ghost because I'm too far along this pathway. Up and all the way right. So, yeah, okay. There's an old-fashioned festival doll lying on the ground. Here. It seems to be missing its head. Pick it up? Yes. Thoughts begin to echo in your mind, seemingly from the doll. Somehow or another, it's found a way to communicate its sole desire.
なんだ
What? I hear a voice. Give me back my head. An old stained torso from an antique Japanese festival doll. As the head and the body of the antique doll are joined, it begins speaking more clearly and directly. With a high-pitched voice, like that of a child, it slowly repeats several phrases in a cold, methodical, and almost robotic monotone. To have killed children so brutally, I was not in my right mind. I did not want them to die. I was scared too. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. So very sorry. I am actually a good person. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. So very sorry.
なんだこの人形
Did this doll belong to the murderer?
ふざけないでって感
Doesn't it
じだ
kind
よ
of piss you off? Like it's just playing around and saying what we want to hear? I am so sorry. I am so sorry. So very sorry.
こんな人形
We don't need this thing.
待てよ
Wait,
な
don't
あ
you think it
それ
might count as repentance from
Honey,
the
no,
murderer? An antique doll bearing the spirit of a man with a guilty conscience.
許せない
I'll never forgive him,
Right.
no matter what he says. I kind of agree with her that he doesn't feel bad. It's just toying with them. But I guess we'll find out because now, obviously, I should take it back to the ghosts that have our friend. Interestingly enough, the ghost boy that was in this hallway is seemingly leaving me alone now all of a sudden. He might be caught on something. Sometimes their walking animations gets them caught, but seemingly he's just gone. Should probably make a save, right?
Suzumoto!
Open your eyes, please.
お前らもういい加
Haven't
減
you
にして
ghosts
く
done
れ
enough already?
お前らの事件についたら
I
よく
don't
知
know
んねえけ
about
ど
everything that happened to
気
you.
の毒だったと思うよ
And yeah,
だ
I
けど
get
な
that it was really horrible.
だからって誰から構わず呪いまき散らしたと
But
ころ
you're
で
cursing and killing innocent people who had nothing to do with any of it.
何になるって言うんだ
What the hell is that supposed to accomplish, huh?
ダメよ、怒らせちゃう。
Stop! If you make them mad, they'll shut us out.
あなたたち、これ
Come
を
on, you two. I have something you need to hear, okay? Just listen. This is a bad idea. Ayumi held up the antique doll and let the children listen to the pentient spirit sealed within. You can rest peacefully now, okay? You don't have to keep suffering.
悲しい出来事はもう終わっ
The
たわ。
horrible things that happened to you are all in the past. Your loved ones.
大好きなご両親のもとへ。
Your parents are waiting for you to go to them now. Please, I know you can do it.
その子、
Let go of that girl. Let go of Suzumoto. No! Stop! Ayumi threw the antique doll to the ground in a fit of panic and frustration. Is she? No. So, where did... Not over here. Okay. What the hell? This isn't... It couldn't be. Don't look. Come on, let's get away from here. I can't take this anymore. I'm really starting to lose it. Oh. What? The shelf feels like it's gotten lighter. Ouch.
先生、本気で生徒のことを心配してる
So
のかい
you're really, truly concerned about the safety of your students, are you? Of course I am.
たかが他人の教師だろ
But you're just
親で
their
もないく
instructor,
せに
no? You have no familiar bond with any of them. You're not their mother.
親みたいなものよ。
But they're my children.
私も
I think I speak for
木
every
学園の
single
他
one
の
of
先
us
生方
at
も
Kurosagi
みん
Academy
なのご両親にも負けないく
when
ら
I
い
say that we love our
あの
children.
子たちを愛してる
We
わ。
care about them just as their parents do.
バカにしないで。
Never underestimate a teacher.
それよりも答えて。
Now answer me this.
私の生徒た
You
ちが
little
他にも
rant earlier suggested that more of my students are here than the two that I came with and the one that I
ここに連
heard.
れてこられている
Is
の
it
は
true? Were the
本当なの
others
ね。
brought here as well? It
聖者の
is
魂が同
numerous
時に増えたのを感じたから
corporeal.
いるよ、何人か
I can't even say it. Corporeal entities joined us in these closed spaces, all at the same
先生
time.
を含めて
Counting you, I
9人
sensed
くらい
the
だ
arrival of 9 people. My right arm is definitely broken,
それにこの血。
and all this blood,
棚に入っていた刃物が
all those
背
cutting
中や腰に刺さって
implements on the shelf must have done a number on my back.
どのくらい気を失っていたのかしら。
I wonder how long I was out for.
篠崎さんたちが心配だわ。
Shinozaki and Kishinuma must be worried. I need to get back to the classroom. Kishinuma? Nima? Probably
今の子だ
Numa.
って
That spirit was trapped here, just like us,
被害者が被害者を
succumbing to unbearable feelings of anger and hatred, one victim drawn to harm another.
膨れ上がった悲しみが
It's not just people trapped in this space, but there's sadness and torment as well. It's got nowhere to go. It just hangs there in these halls.
こんなところにいたらダメ。
We shouldn't be here. I
絶対
have to
に
get
連れ
them
て帰るから。
all back home.
お願いだから。
Please, everybody, stay safe. Continued in Chapter 3. The Lurking Threats is the name of the chapter. So, that's the full chapter then, at least from the point that I last left off on. However, Mayu dies a gruesome death. Was the killer's repentance a lie? It was, buried alive. We still have a couple other endings that I can go back and do. Let me know if you want to see them on the channel. Sorry that things in this video were a little shaky. I'll try to, discover the first time around and then go back and get the other endings with the walkthrough so that I know exactly what I'm doing as opposed to having to wander and explore and, have all that time in between. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content, and the bell icon down below to be notified when I upload. And I'll see you all in the next live stream. This has been Corpse Party, which is also an anime and a manga. You can find them for free online. Later!